of net foreign reserves since the pre-pandemic era. Officials say they jumped nearly 2% during the month of April to $41.1 billion. According to credit ratings agency Fitch Ratings, they could climb to nearly $50 billion in the current fiscal year. The data is welcomed relief for a weary government, but as Cgtn's Yasser Kim reports, it might only bring temporary respite.
Egypt's central bank reserves had dropped by over 25% in the last 4 years, as major sources of hard currency like tourism and the Suez Canal were hit by the fallout from the COVID pandemic in 2020 and the recent geopolitical tensions, causing an economic recession.
The government took action by floating the Egyptian pound and eradicating the currency black market. The Egyptian pound is now balanced at 48 or 49 to the dollar. These measures retained confidence in the economy, whether from investors or donor countries and institutions.
In turn, a rescue plan involving a $35 billion investment deal with the United Arab Emirates, an $8 billion facility from the IMF, 7.4 billion euros from the European Union, and $5 billion loan from the World Bank have pushed the foreign currency reserves back to a 4-year high of $41.1 billion, giving a much-needed breathing space for the economy. In spite of the positive developments, there are still concerns that Egypt could return to this economic contraction in a year or two. The North African country is laden with mounting debts and is set to repay $42 billion in loans or loan services in 2024 fiscal year alone.
Instead of depending on borrowing to repay our debts like before, we have to depend on manufacturing. The loans should be spent on projects that increase production, increase exports and services, and creates a revenue stream.
There is a recent recovery in tourism and expat remittances, while foreign direct investments hit a 15-year high of $10 billion in 2023. But experts are calling for more sustainable policies.
The most important thing is to focus on manufacturing and agriculture for exports, not just the local market. We can open new markets for our products, especially in Africa, where we have access and where there is a huge potential for growth.
There is a new product Egypt is trying to export, which is real estate with the Ras Al Hikmah project with the UAE, and there are similar discussions of a Ras Gamila with Saudi Arabia and Galal on the Red Sea.
Analysts warn if the government doesn't speed up its strategy, the economy could return to square one. Yes, Hakim for Cgtn, Cairo, Egypt.
The Benin government has provisionally reversed a decision to block exports from crude oil from Niger through